Hi guys, welcome to a new video on weight loss. I'm Nusrat. I'm a fitness and mindset coach, an ethical hacker, and an entrepreneur, and I love hacks. I love hacks about mindset. And in my channel, I share all the hacks that have worked for me and worked for people I know. So without further ado, let's get started. So before we go on, if you have not subscribed to me already, perhaps you could hit that subscription button below. And I'm making videos on weight loss every day throughout this month of January 2022. So if you're seeing it in the future, you could come back and watch it on the playlist, because I have a lot of weight loss hacks, meal preps, recipes, and things that is going to make your weight loss journey far easier and better. So without further ado, let's get started. How to make diets more interesting. The problem with dieting is the negative idea most of us have about diet, and that's totally not our fault. It's basically how we are wired to think, thanks to mainstream media, advertisements, and so on. So think about it. Have you ever seen a commercial where dieting or healthy food is promoted? Like, okay, here is an apple, or here is an healthy bean soup, and why don't you try it? No, because there are very less of it, and especially if it's some commercial product, yes, but who promotes Mother Nature? I mean, Mother Nature has been giving us food forever and ever and ever, and we don't promote it. We promote things we create, because that's where our business is. That's why we need more customers. Mother Nature doesn't need any customers, and there is nobody promoting her apples and her oranges and her, all the healthy food. So what we have right now is that we have a very distorted idea of what tasty food should be like. And yes, right now when we think about tasty food, when we think about delicious foods, we always think about things we find in the restaurant, mac and cheese, pizza, burgers, potato chips. Okay, think about it. One of the rules I try to follow is that I always try to have food that decays, that rots, because whatever we consume, that is who we are, right? So if the food I'm having does not have life, if it doesn't rot, if bacteria doesn't grow in it, then how is this going to how is it going to give me life? Because at the end of the day, that's why we have food. We are what we eat. We have food to get life, to get energy, to get life from the food. So think about all the foods that do not rot. Sodas, anything. Even if you think about cheese, yes, perhaps cheese could be left and not rot, but when you put it in the wrong space, in the wrong environment, this too will rot. But think about potato chips, think about sodas. These are food that are lifeless, and that's why when we have it, they never have any benefit for us. Another thing you could do is you could play around with herbs, with different types of seasonings and sauces, because if you're into cooking, so this is something that is going to be a creative work for you, finding out food, creating food that you love and that helps you in your weight loss journey, or in just eating clean. And another advice I could give you, and this really works wonders for me, it also works wonders for everybody I share it with, and all those who have already done it, is go for a sugar detox. Now, every time we have sugar, it actually sends the signal to our brain that it's like a rewarding mechanism. Sugar gives us a lot of pleasure, and in our brain there is a neurotransmitter called dopamine. So every time we have something sweet, something that is made up of sugar, our brain tells us that we are happy, we have just had a very pleasurable experience. And that's why every time we have sugar, we kind of feel also addicted, and the more you have it, the more you would want to have more and more sweet food. And you're going to see that to a certain extent, but especially with people who have a lot of sweet food, food tastes very bland to them. So going for a sugar detox, I have seen, and many people around me have also seen, that every time you do a sugar detox, even if it's for like 2 weeks without sugar, 3 weeks without sugar, or even just 10 days without sugar, you're going to see that you're going to find a different taste to everything. apples taste better, carrots taste better, vegetables taste different, and they taste more fresh. So this is something I would definitely recommend you to do, because it is really going to help you rewire that dopamine boost you get every time you have only sweet food. Later you are going to get that boost from all sorts of natural food and healthy food as well. Instead of just leveling up the taste of different food, instead of just focusing on creating more tasty food in our diet, we could actually focus on increasing our definition for tasty, okay? And that detox from sugar is a great way to do that. And other than that, if you have any more advices that is going to help people that you think you might actually help other readers, other viewers, and comment below. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'm going to see you again tomorrow with another video on weight loss and fitness. Other than that, stay awesome, keep rocking, and take care.